Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Indie Music Podcast. And to the 172 of you, I hope y'all are doing very, very well. It's beautiful outside where I live. The weather is getting better. And I hope, you guys aren't bothered by anything. You guys aren't too down. If you're ever sad, always feel free to open up. Whatever's going on in your life, be happy to hear from you. And even if it's not good, feel free to open up here anyway, because we want to be as supportive as possible in these times that we live in. Now, this song is right along the veins of that, because this song was interesting. It talks about a time period, and a lot of people probably didn't know that. I'm guessing you've heard this song before. It was extremely, extremely popular when it first came out, and really launched this band's success. And yeah, I think a lot of people just kind of sung along with it, but they didn't really think too much about the lyrics that were behind it, which is really going to be the focus and the attention that this episode is going to be about. Now, what am I talking about, right? So the song that I'm talking about this week is 1901, and the band that did it was Phoenix. Now, if you don't know who Phoenix is, well, that's who we are going to talk about today as well. So we're going to get a little history behind them first, and then, of course, we're going to just launch right into the song as well. Now, let me preface this. Phoenix is a French band. They are all Frenchmen. My French is awful, so I apologize now if I butcher some French things. I'm going to kind of avoid trying to use French words and French locations. But with all that said, here we go. Phoenix, like I said, is from France. They're a French indie rock band. Now, what's kind of interesting is they were formed in 1995. Now, granted, their start was kind of similar to many other people, where they kind of started in school. So that starting date, it's like, yeah, you got to kind of take that with a grain of salt. They probably were just teenagers, during that time when they got started. But they got their start in the 1990s. I think officially their start date is 1995. And that album, Wolfgang Amadeus Phoenix, was I believe their fourth one by the time. So they did not get, an immediate rise to popularity. They had to wait. And so that album that 1901 was released on was in 2009. And what's really cool is their second single, Listomania, was their another big hit that people know. It was kind of a good follow-up to use right after the success of 1901. And it was another kind of European term as well. So kind of cool. They did such an amazing job just bringing in European culture into their songs, into their music, kind of giving us Americans a brief history, So 1901, it really starts off with a bang. Because what happened is the band Phoenix, they released the single for their upcoming album, and like I said, they gained some popularity, but they were definitely, not recognizable. So what they did when they were going to release this album is they released 1901 as a free single off of their website. Again, not really thinking anything of it, just kind of thinking, hey, this will be a great boost for people to get into our music. And what happened is it gained so much popularity that they actually had to take back the offer. They had to take it down from their website and re-release it as a single to commercial success, to gain commercial traction. Their manager's like, hey, you guys got to stop, because if you don't do this, you're not going to make any money, So kind of a funny start to that. And of course, they've been well compensated now, gladly, for their art. But the song 1901 starts off with that synth playing, kind of an easy synth with guitars going. And if you have not seen their drummer, please watch a live version of the song. If anything, I don't want you to listen to this song on Spotify if you've never listened to it, or if it's been a while. I highly encourage you to watch them play 1901 live and watch their drummer. He is absolutely amazing, and he's fantastic to watch. But they have a 5-piece band as they're performing, and the song starts with the singer kind of talking about, it's kind of hard to tell, but some people have said it's kind of like a self-reflective song with the opening lyrics, where he starts saying, counting off different ideas drifting away, past or present, they don't matter. Now the future's sorted out. But some people do also think this whole song is about Paris and France in general. And whenever he says the term her in this song, or you, or girlfriend, he's talking about Paris. He's talking about France during that time. And then the chorus hits where the synth kind of dies off during that point. The guitar really ramps up, starts kind of like a simple strumming pattern, and the drums kind of start getting this big sound, where he's hitting the toms extremely hard, and then he starts going crazy with the cymbals right after that. And he starts singing about, it's 20 seconds till the last call. You're going, hey, 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 hey. I would sing it, but I don't know if you guys want to hear that. Lie down, it's easy, like we did all summer long. And that kind of leads me to the date, because that's what this whole video is about. Because in verse 2, he says, girlfriend, oh, your girlfriend is drifting away, past and present, 1855, 1901. Now, if you're not recognizable with those dates, what that is that time period is the first, what's called Exposition Universelle. And that was, Paris was almost inviting people, countries, to come and see their culture, their monuments that they had just built, like the Eiffel Tower, which was built around 1889. And it was just kind of a cultural explosion in France during that time. And what's kind of funny is he kind of gives it away with the following lines right after that, where he says, watch them build up a material tower, think it's not going to stay anyway, think it's overrated. So again, some people could have been cynical, like, oh, why is Paris doing this? It's not going to matter. All of this is going to die down. And of course, now it's exploded to a cultural phenomenon that Paris and France is nowadays. But, like I said, they kind of ramp down after that, go right into a chorus, building up to an ending of the song with the drums and the synth and guitars kind of playing off of each other. But 1901 just launched Phoenix into popularity during that time. Wolfgang Amadeus Phoenix enjoyed massive success, especially underground, but I would say, it definitely drew mainstream audiences in. Their tour was highly successful. It received so much critical acclaim. A lot of people said it was one of the best albums of 2009. And they actually won a Grammy Award for Best Alternative Music Album for that upcoming Grammy year as well. So Phoenix definitely got a lot of recognition for it. And yeah, that is the story of Phoenix's song 1901. Please listen to it if you have not listened to it yet. And like I said, if you have, or if it's been a while, please watch a live performance of that song. You will not be disappointed. But that's it for us for this week, and I will see y'all later.